Commander Zexathara's four eyes blinked in sequence as she reviewed the prisoner transfer manifest on her holographic display. The cramped detention bay of the Krillian battleship Void Reaper hummed with the low-frequency energy fields that kept their most dangerous captives contained. Today's delivery was different. A single human captured during the failed Earth resistance at Titan Station. "Another soft skin for the radiation mines," chittered Lieutenant Voss, his exoskeleton clicking against the metal deck plating. "This one won't last a cycle in the Proxima quarries." Zexathara's mandibles twitched with what passed for amusement among her species. The Krillian Empire had been harvesting radioactive crystals from the hellish surface of Proxima Centauri b for over 2 millennia. The work was so lethal that even their own genetically enhanced slave species rarely survived more than a few rotations before succumbing to radiation poisoning. Humans, with their laughably fragile biology, were expected to die within hours. The transport shuttle docked with a mechanical thunk, and the airlock cycled open. 2 heavily armored Krillian guards escorted the human prisoner into the bay. Zexathara studied the specimen with professional interest. Male, approximately 30 Earth years old, wearing the standard-issue radiation suit that would be his only protection on Proxima's surface. His designation read, Prisoner 4847 Delta, Rajesh Kumar, Engineer, Earth Defense Force. The human's dark eyes met hers through his helmet visor, and something in his expression made her pause. Most prisoners showed fear, desperation, or resignation. This one looked curious. "Processing complete, Commander," reported Voss. "Shall we transport him to the mining facility?" "Proceed," Zexathara ordered, though she found herself watching the human more closely than usual. 3 rotations later, Zexathara received a report that defied all logic. The human was not only alive, he was exceeding mining quotas by 300%. More disturbing still, facility sensors indicated he was somehow surviving outside the protective underground bunkers for extended periods. "Impossible," she hissed, her primary claws tapping against her command throne. "Run a full diagnostic on the monitoring systems." The diagnostic returned clean. She ordered a direct visual inspection. The footage from the mining site left her speechless. While other prisoners, hardy Kelleran beastmen and radiation-resistant vegan cyborgs, remained huddled in their underground shelters, the human sat openly on the planet's surface. The radiation levels in his immediate vicinity were sufficient to kill most sentient life in minutes, yet he appeared completely unaffected. But what truly confounded her was what he was doing. The human had somehow rigged a small heating element to his mining equipment and was using it to boil water in a metal container. Steam rose from the makeshift vessel as he added what appeared to be dried leaves from a sealed pouch. He was making a beverage. Zexathara enhanced the visual feed. The human had removed his helmet, and was sipping the hot liquid while Proxima Centauri's deadly red dwarf star bathed him in lethal radiation. His face was relaxed, almost peaceful, as he gazed up at the star that should have killed him instantly. Then he smiled. "Get me a direct comm link to the facility," Zexathara commanded, her voice tight with disbelief. The connection crackled to life. "Prisoner 4847 Delta, you will explain your actions immediately." The human looked directly into the surveillance drone's camera, still smiling. His voice came through clearly despite the interference from the radiation storms. "Commander, isn't it? I'm just having my afternoon tea. Would you like some? I managed to save a few leaves from home. You're exposed to sufficient radiation to liquefy your cellular structure. How are you still alive?" The human took another sip of his beverage and shrugged. "Well, the thing is, we humans evolved on a planet orbiting a G-type star. Our sun produces about 400 trillion watts of electromagnetic radiation. We've been bathing in it for millions of years." He gestured casually at Proxima Centauri, which hung like a malevolent red eye in the orange sky. "This little red dwarf? It's actually quite pleasant. Reminds me of sunset back in Mumbai." Zexathara's exoskeleton began to tremble. That's impossible. "Our scientists confirmed that human tolerance for radiation is minimal." "Oh, that old data." The human laughed, a sound that somehow carried warmth even through the calm static. "Yeah, your intelligence was based on medical safety standards from our peaceful eras. Those were the levels we considered safe for daily exposure, the levels where we wouldn't even need protective equipment." He tapped his discarded helmet with his boot. "We set those limits extremely conservatively because we planned to live for decades. not because we couldn't handle more. The implications hit Zexathara like a plasma bolt to the thorax. If humans could survive this level of radiation exposure casually, what else had the Empire's xenobiologists gotten wrong? The humans in your labor camps aren't dying from radiation, she whispered more to herself than to him. No, he confirmed cheerfully. Though I appreciate the climate-controlled shelters. Very thoughtful of you. He raised his cup in a mock toast. To interstellar hospitality! Zexathara cut the connection and immediately activated the facility's emergency protocols. Within minutes, armed dropships were converging on Proxima B to recapture or eliminate the prisoner before he could escape. But when they arrived, they found only the abandoned mining equipment and a handwritten note scratched into the rocky surface in multiple languages, including perfect Krillian. Thank you for the lovely vacation. The radiation spa was exactly what I needed after months in your ship's recycled air. I've borrowed one of your shuttles to return home. Don't worry, I left payment in the form of double mining quotas. The tea was excellent, by the way. Perhaps we can discuss trading arrangements when your empire is ready to negotiate as equals. R. Kumar, P.S. Your security protocols need work. 6 months later, the Krillian Empire received Earth's formal response to their declaration of conquest, an invitation to diplomatic talks, along with a gift basket containing various types of tea, and a polite note explaining that humanity preferred their solar radiation, a bit more on the blue side of the spectrum, but they'd be happy to establish mining colonies in Krillian space under mutually beneficial terms. The Empire's first diplomatic envoy arrived at Earth to find humans casually walking around under their star's blazing radiation, sipping hot beverages and smiling at the sky as if it were the most natural thing in the universe, which as it turned out it was. The age of human expansion had begun not with conquest, but with a simple invitation to sit in the sunshine and share a cup of tea.